friends. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll get started in just a few minutes, talking and chatting and connecting, friends. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully, my screen acts correctly. I haven't seen the notification yet. So, here's hoping it works, you all. Appreciate you all being here. There we go. It came through. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining. If you are new to my live, hello. Thank you for the hearts and the views. Appreciate everybody coming through. Thank you for being here and supporting the live. Hey, how you doing, pals? 160, 171. Yes, yes. You know what? It was 172 actually. I just looked up. I was like, I think it was 172 yesterday. Well, thank you though. You know what? YouTube does that. YouTube will regulate and make some adjustments as it sees fit. Hello, friend. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. It's Biff and Michael. Thank you so much for joining the live. Let me know where you're from, friend. You laughing at me? YouTube be trying to say, okay, not everybody can join. Not everybody can subscribe. How you doing? Yes, Michelle. Thank you for joining as well. Good morning. Good morning. So I am here. I'll tell you guys, I try to make sure I'm liking and activating it. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Um, we're gonna see how today goes. Today is a busy day, you all. Hi, how you doing, Annie? Is that Annie? Thank you so much for joining. Those who are in the room, let me know where you're from. If you are new to my live, go ahead and say new in the chat so we know who's here, who's new. Thank you all for joining. Closer you get to go away, the more they will check your account. Oh, really? Thanks for sharing that. I'm 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 hopeful that maybe I can get to that 1K before the year is out. We'll see. It'll be interesting. Now the watch time is a whole nother conversation, but but hopefully I'll get there. I've been doing the watch time tricks and stuff. I've been trying to be a little bit more proactive with it. And then I posted content. I'm proud of myself. I posted content this week and towards the end of last week. I'm going to try to get something else out maybe in the next 24 hours or so. So I'm using those highlights. No, they're not having like a lot of views. I need to probably look at it a little bit more, play around with it. But add like a cover, text on screen, that type of stuff. But it is something I am using. So I'm excited about that. So being able to use that and then attach my playlist video to it, link it to it. So that's what I'm doing. So we'll see how that continues to help with growth as well. So thank you all for joining the live. I appreciate you being here. I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I'm a creator network on TikTok, so we're going to talk all things going live. If you're new to my live, go ahead and click the like button. Let me know you're here. Also, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, click the subscriber button. Also, the bell to get notifications when I post and I go live. So I'm here. We're talking all things going live. Little housekeeping rules. We want to keep this professional. Keep it professional. Make sure my moderator, yes, Michelle Crochets, is in the chat. So if you are not here, well, first of all, if you're not 18 years and older, this is not the right live for you. You have to be 18 years and older to go live on YouTube and TikTok. Yes, Michelle Crochet, she is awesome. You want to connect with her, subscribe to her channel. She's going to help you with optimizing your profile, making sure your YouTube channel is reaching the right audience because you're branding your channel for your target audience. So make sure you connect with her. She's great to connect with. And then if you are unprofessional, inappropriate, we will get you out of here, friends. So just know this is a professional chat. We're talking all things live streaming. Make sure your comments are appropriate to the topic. Okay? And so, Michelle, did you remove him? You unhid. I'm sorry, I removed him. I'm sorry. I got rid of it really quickly because I saw it. Saw it and I was gone. It was gone. Yeah. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you coming in from all over the world. Let me know if you have any questions. I usually start here with YouTube so that you guys can come in, get a sense of the live stream. And again, make sure you like the live, comments, hello, something appropriate, as well as subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed already, go ahead and click the subscriber button. so that we can grow the community and we all can connect. And if you are a live streamer, put that in the comment as well. I want to see. Oh, sorry, I got music playing. Want to see who is live, and we can connect that way. Okay. So hold on one second. Let's see. I hit my button too quickly. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna switch over to TikTok in just a moment. Um, Okay, give me one second. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you joining the live. Put a professional comment. What I was sharing earlier. If you're new to my live stream, make sure you like the live. Comment something professional, like hello, good morning, and then let me know where you're from. And then go ahead and like the live and subscribe to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're going to talk all things live streaming. I make this a playlist. So I'm going to talk. I'm going to go on TikTok in a little bit because I do co-host over there. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to connect and talk all things live streaming. So thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliments. Thank you for the hellos and all the kind comments too. Um, Make sure you like the live if you haven't clicked like the live so that YouTube knows you're here and we can get the live stream pushed out a little bit more. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, click the subscriber button, and that way you get and then the bell so you get notifications that I'm going to go live. Let's see. Give me one second. I'm setting up my screen. My moderator is Yes Michelle. She's here, so make sure you connect with her as well, and then connect with each other. This is all about growth. So that's the beauty of live streaming. You're able to see and connect with other people. So thank you all for joining. YouTube is good. YouTube is kind of pushing you guys out a little bit. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the support. Um, Hold on one second. Okay. And then I am going to go live now. Let's see. Let's get to the screen. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate everybody joining the live. We're setting up. I have to do some setup stuff for TikTok. I tell you guys all the time, this is going to be a TikTok playlist. And so I'm a creator network on TikTok. So I talk about all things live streaming. So if you are not familiar with Creator Networks, I'll talk about that. It's a program that's on TikTok. It's a free program. So essentially I give you strategy. I help you with your live streaming, with some live streaming training. I give information about TikTok as well in terms of how you want to engage on the platform. And a lot of the information I share is applicable to YouTube. Platform's a little different in terms of the live streaming process because you guys can see me. I just see a number on the screen. Until you say hello and comment in the chat, I really don't know you're here. So it is a little bit of an anonymous experience. On TikTok, you are engaging with your community, and that's the whole point of this, to build community. So if you want to be a successful live streamer, you have to know how to grow your community. And so I just want you guys to understand that that is really at its core. And if you are going to live stream, you oftentimes you are going to get in the habit of answering questions, but also engaging in the chat. So you help. I do help. I think that's the question. So engaging in the chat and making sure that you are connecting with your audience. And you often repeat because people are coming and going. So there's a lot of repetition in what you're doing. So that's part of the tactics if you are going to stream, because there's someone who will come to your live and they start off with you, they have to leave for a minute, they come back, or different people are coming and going and seeing that you're live and connecting with you. So a lot of it is repetition, but you want to make sure you're always adding value. So I talk about some of the strategies to build your community and letting you know how to think very strategically about your growth strategy. Thank you all for being here. So let's keep the chat professional. We're going to talk all things live streaming in just a second. I'm about to go live very soon. I'm just setting myself up. I'm about to go live on TikTok. I told you guys this is the playlist. So if you have any questions, let me know now. And then you guys will see me go live in real time. You said no, stay on topic. So you'll see me in real time going live. Thank you so much, friends. All right, so we're about to get started. And all right, friends. Appreciate everybody being here. In the meantime, we're going live. Thank you all for joining me. This is Dr. Lisa. I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Appreciate you all joining me. This is my go live, and we're going to talk all things Creator Network and going live with ease and confidence. So if you're new to my live, come on in. Let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. This live is for anybody who is nervous, afraid, shy, trying to figure out this live stream and what to do and not to do. So I'm here to support you in your journey. And let me know if you have questions as we get started, friends. Um, Welcome to the live stream. I'm setting up my screen. Welcome to the live stream as you're coming in. And let me know if you have any questions. We're about to get started right now, friends. There we go. All right. Thank you so much, Johnny. Thank you for being here. Appreciate everybody joining. We got a lot of comments coming in on the YT. Appreciate you. Yes, Michelle Crochets is my moderator. This is not a membership. It's not a membership at this point, but no, it's not. But you can come on in if for the Creator Network program. It's not a membership program, but it is an opportunity for you to get guidance and support. It's a TikTok program in particular. So you can get guidance and support as you are live streaming. And it's a free program. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you all for coming in. Let me share out my live. I haven't shared it out. And TikTok is like, hey, share out the live. Appreciate you coming in, friends. And then now I am going to post my live because you always want to share your live out, especially on TikTok. They have the platform where it is really easy to share out your live and let your community know you are live streaming. So, that's what you want to do. Thank you all. Thank you, Michelle, for keeping the chat chatting. I appreciate you. And so if you have questions, let me know. I love the fact that my YT people are active today. You guys are asking some great questions, I guess. So let me know if you have any questions, though. All right, friends, thank you so much for coming in. How you doing, Kimberly? Those who are popped in already, Kimmy, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining the live stream. We're going to get some of our friends in the room. Let me know if you are new to TikTok. Anybody who's new, I always want to answer the newbie questions because people are like, what's going on? What's happening here? How do you engage? What is all this about? So I love answering those questions. How you doing, Raish? How are you, Raish? You too much. Is that it? Let me know if I said that correctly. Welcome to the live stream, friend. Free will is a gift of or a curse depending on how you use it. Choose wisely. Oh, look at you. Prophetic. I love that. Muku, how are you? He said yes. I'm assuming it's like short for Rachel. That's what I'm saying, Rach. How you doing? GM, how are you, friend? Come on in. Thank you for the love you so much, hearts. You said, yep. All right. Are you a live streamer, friend? Let me know if you go live as well. Good morning. Happy Thursday. You know what? The weeks and days are blurring. It's like things are moving so fast lately. So I love when people tell me what day of the week it is because sometimes I forget, y'all. No shit. No kidding. I love it. You said not yet. Okay, okay. We got to get you there, friend. We got to get you there. Your time is coming. You're already engaging. You have over 8,800 followers. So how long have you been on TikTok? Is this like from a holdover because you've been here for years and you just kind of post content and engage in live streams and just haven't started yet? Or are you like doing something intentional to build your community first? Let me know. I love that though. You are definitely engaging. Queen Loves USA, thank you so much. Last summer. Okay. Okay. So about over a year. That's good. Okay, you've grown quite a bit in a year. That's awesome. Um, and so do you post a lot of content? Other friends in the room, I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for being here. Three furry paws. Appreciate you for coming in. Thank you for all the compliments too on my YT. Thank you so much, friend. So I do. You guys hear me talking to YT because I do co-stream in both platforms. Positive affirm was that in terms of what you're sharing. Thank you for the follow. I see you, three furry paws. Thank you for the follow, friend. Today is going to be a good day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Are you going live today, Muku? Let me know if you're going live. Thank you so much, Michelle, for the support in the chat. The Voice Guru. Oh, positive affirmation content. Ooh. Okay, now you're bringing back memories, positive memories. Thank you so much. TikTok filtered your comment at first, but that's okay. I got it. So, Rach, here's what happened. When I first started on TikTok a year ago, I have two accounts, and I always show my shop account. I have more than two accounts, but my shop account used to be my first account, and it was positive affirmations. That's how I started. And I would post those contents. I was faceless, so I wasn't face forward. Thank you all who are coming into the room. I see you. Thank you for the daily harmony. Hello, Carol. I appreciate you. I did my morning sunrise walk. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I would do those positive affirmations because I was kind of leery of TikTok. I was like, I don't know if I want to show my face. I don't know what this is all about. So I would do that. My husband on his walks in the morning, sunrise, sunset walks, he would take pictures of the sunset, the sky, and stuff like that. And he would just send them to me, and I would make that my content. I'll put a message on top of it, and so that's how I essentially started off. And that account it has over 5,000 followers, but that was how that account grew because I really was just sending positive messages all the time, and got a following that way. I later changed that account to my TikTok shop content. Thank you all who are coming in. Thank you for the follows and the hearts and stuff. Appreciate everybody joining the live stream. Let me know if you are new. I also have a virtual assistant business account. Okay, nice, nice. So you have two. Okay, so you have the two accounts too then. Okay, so are they both faceless? Like the virtual assistant is like content that you're sharing stuff with about being a virtual assistant. Ah, that's great. Enjoy those positive affirmations. Yes. Well, I mean, with you doing your walks, you might do something similar where you take pictures of things. Just take a quick, nice, as you're walking, you're live streaming, but I'm sure you're seeing things that is, we're just kind of just inspiring. You see the sun and the sky and the clouds, and you're like, wow, that's beautiful. You don't get a chance to take that in because we're so busy. And that was kind of my mindset with that account. And it was also an account where, how you doing? This is Simone. It's blessed. Thank you so much, friend. Um, and you're new. I'm going to talk about being new because my friend Rach is new. Always want to talk to my newbies. And so you're taking stuff in and you want to just share it and you want to just pause and just enjoy the moment. And so that was my mindset at the time. I was dealing with a lot of transition stuff and just thinking about, okay, how do I go ahead and just enjoy where this moment is at right now. So that's what I was doing with my TikTok. So and I so appreciated that type of start. Yes, just starting with the virtual assistants, not a huge following. Okay, okay, that's good. That's the start is important. Yes. Yes, I can definitely relate. You can definitely relate. I know that sometimes you just it's just so much going on. And I share this story. Hey, new here. How you doing, body? Appreciate your friend being here. Natty Nat. I'm excited to be meeting with Natty Nat today. Natty Nat and we're gonna have a one-on-one. So I'm excited about that, friend. When I get off, I'll send you the Zoom for our 1 o'clock. So I could relate to that too because I had a lot of so I tell the story, and I don't talk about it often. So my new friends coming in, he said, okay. My new friends coming into the room. Thank you for being here. I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Hello, friends. And I am a creator network, so I'll talk about that too if you're interested. You got to be going live. That's my one stipulation. You got to be live. So we'll talk about it. But when I started my time on TikTok, it was my shop account, like I said, that I changed into a shop account. It was back in September. So it's been a little bit over a year. And that account was the positive affirmation. So at the time, I was curious about the app. So that's why I started because people were talking about TikTok shop and all this other stuff. So I was curious about the app. And I was also at a point where, as a mom, we have college age kids, and then my husband and I, second marriages, we have a 5-year-old. So I had a little COVID baby, and work, life, my daughter's transitioning to college, all the things were happening. All it was just a lot of stuff, a lot of transition, a lot of change happening. And so I was like, you know what, I need to be in a more positive mindset. So I started that page because of that. I had a friendship that I was like, you know what, certain friendships, certain relationships, in terms of people you've known for years, I just needed to end that because it was taking up a lot of time and effort and energy. And I realized that person wasn't positive either. That person, I was always the person that they picked up the phone and was like, I'm having to think about what they were saying in a very delicate way because I knew what they were saying and doing wasn't the way I felt and thought about things. So I was always having to have this push and pull about how I felt about things. So I was like, you know what, this friendship needs to end too. This is taking too much time and effort for me, and it wasn't genuine in my true feelings about it. So because of that, I transitioned that friendship. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna have some positive inputs coming into me. I'm thinking, and I was literally searching for positive things, negative energy dumping on. Yeah, that's exactly what was happening. That was exactly what was happening, constantly, constantly. And I was like, you know what? This is not what where I want my mindset to be. I can't always be in this negative energy, in this negative space, and I knew it, and so that's why I changed to over here. So this has been like the best experience ever. And then because I've done this for the last 10 months now as a live host, because I started in January going live and just being committed to the process. You said energy vampires. That's true, Carol. You know what I'm talking about. That's true. And you gotta stop it. You can't let them continue to take from you, take your energy, your positive energy. Good move on your part. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I did that. And then because of that, I've come here and I've met so many positive people, so many great people that are going live. And I literally just sit in your rooms and I learn from you all and I'm growing from you all. So I'm just so inspired by so many people. And then there's the sound healers. I know you guys, I don't know if you guys know Wellness Girl. Her room is like a moment for me to just exhale because of what she's doing with the sound healing and stuff. So I'm growing and learning a lot. And I say that because, a lot of you guys think that I'm helping you in your life journey. Y'all helping me. Okay? Y'all are helping me. So thank you so much. That's why I can't sit in some of these rooms. Yes. Tread lightly. You got to. You got to. Some of the rooms are not every room is for everybody. And I tell you guys that it's so true. Not every room, not everybody is for everybody. And you got to recognize, what are you pouring into yourself? Like, how are you helping yourself grow? And we talked about the negative energy. And are you pouring in negative energy? I tell this story because just for people, because a lot of times people think that they have to have so much experience. I'm going to change that. So much knowledge and experience. And a lot of times it's just a matter of just getting started. Okay, so just getting started with the process. Hey, Abby Plants, I saw you. Somebody else came in, and I want to say hi to. Hello, everybody else coming in. Look, Kivion. Thank you so much. I saw you, friend. Thank you all for coming in. I Shirley. Thank you, everybody who is here. I appreciate you all stopping in with me. Stopping in on me. So I appreciate everybody joining the live. We're just chatting. We're just chatting for the moment. I appreciate you all. Thank you for the shares. So when I first this was over the summer, and I was visiting different rooms. It was during the community fest. So I share this because there are people out here that are not for you, that are negative, that make assumptions about what you should and shouldn't be doing and who you are and how you should conduct yourself. And that's not true. You don't want people who are negative pouring into you, because at the end of the day, you want somebody who's going to uplift you. So I went into a room. Hey, Kim Love Jones, I saw you flying in, friend. I went to a room and the person was like, hey, what makes you a live coach? What are you doing? You're not like, and he named some other people. And I was like, wow. So I can't be someone here supporting other people, especially new people, unless I'm like them. That's not right. And long story short, he was upset because I didn't follow him. And I was like, I saved myself from not following you, because then I would have to unfollow you. So good thing I did not follow you. Yes, what? Yeah, that happened to me. Yeah, Kim, that happened. He's like, what? Yes. TikTok gave me the heart me goal. It's 10 heart me's. We'll see if we can reach the flash goal. It's the heart me. But yeah, that happened to me. And thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. How you doing, Coach Rhonda? So that happened to me, and to this day, to be honest with you, I don't even remember the person's name. That's how much I did not let him learn who he was. But there are people out here, and the whole point of that conversation was, there are people out here who are not for you, and they have a negative thought and feelings about what you can and can't do, and who are you to come here and say something based on your follower count, or based on what you have in your bio as your title. You can have it. You can have it. It's you. You are going to connect with your audience. Like I said, not everybody's for everybody. And if you are new at this, it's great because you're helping other people who are new at this too. And so they need to hear from you because they're going to connect with you. That's closed minded. Absolutely, I was closed minded. Yes, absolutely. But there are people out here, so you got to be careful. There are a lot of people who negative energy, negative mindset. Yes, got them. We have to do spring cleaning on the following and follower list. Yes, you do. You should. You absolutely should. Yep, you absolutely should. Hey, my Florida friend. Hey, neighbor, I see you coming in. I saw you coming in. Um, Wait a minute. I'm saying in my head. Hold on. Okay, let me say, um, Karina. Did I say that right? No, I did not. Oh gosh, cleaning. I think the cleaning name came in my head too. I was trying to say them both. How you doing, friend? Jojo, thank you for joining as well. Keisha, thank you for joining. I see you guys. Cornelius, thank you for joining. Yes. uh, Cor- Corinda. I got it. Corinda. You said, and you know you're gonna have to do it every time. I'm waiting for you to go live so I can just hear you say it. And then it'll stick. How you doing, Miss K? Greetings, chat. Appreciate you. You say yes. So as soon as I see it, I was like, okay, I need to say this right. I'm doing well. You're welcome, friend. Thank you as well. Thank you all for being here. We were just talking Rose Gold. Thank you for joining. So my new friends in the room, like I said, I usually talk to my new friends. I talk to my returning friends. I answer questions as a creator network. I come here twice a day and answer questions for you all. So what I typically do is kind of funny because I'll float around to people in the agency. And some of my newbies are learning and growing and chatting and stuff at night, and I'll pop in on their lives. So I had a chance to pop in on a few lives already yesterday, and I was going to bring some beginner stuff here for you guys, especially people who are still kind of understanding TikTok. Is this an agency? I actually am a creator network agency. Yes, same adult children. I missed that. TikTok filters your comment, Rach. So yeah, I missed you say yes, same adult children. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I actually am a creator network agency. So when it comes to recruiting and stuff, I do use my live stream to answer questions. And if people want to join the agency, it is a free program on TikTok. If you want to go in my profile, you have to go to my main profile. So if you click my photo here, my mini photo profile will pop up. You click my photo again, it takes you to my main profile, and that's where you can see my web page. It's a TikTok link in the bio that you can click and apply. And so I'll talk about the program and what I do and how I support creators in a minute, but anyone's eligible. There's some eligibility criteria in terms of if you get invited and accepted by TikTok. Going right now, tell like you're so sweet. Now here's what I will tell you. The only thing I will say is that you got to be going live. That's the main thing. So you can't join unless you're a live host. It's a TikTok live host program. So make sure that when you apply, what I tell people is hopefully you've gone live in the last 7 days. If you've gone live recently, it won't be an issue where you have to do a trial live. So that's what I'm telling people. The goal now is that if you're joining, you're a live host. You understand what it means to be committed to this process and you're going live. I went live this month. Oh, why is one day I'm trying a different time to see what time is better? Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So if you apply, then you'll get accepted. That's the well. Let me take that back. Here's the criteria real quick. TikTok says if you want to join a creator network, you only can join one creator network per person. Not, and some of us have multiple accounts. It's not one per account, it's one per person. So no matter how many accounts you have one per person. How you doing, Rose Gold? And then the other thing you want to keep in mind is that you want to apply with the account. Hey, wellness by Wellness Woman. You want to apply with the account that you've earned the most diamonds. So that's another thing that will stop people from being eligible. If you have multiple accounts, you have to apply with the account that you have the most diamonds that you've earned. Those are the rewards that you made off TikTok from a live hosting. So again, some people are thinking like, oh, I'm going to use my backup account. I'm going to do this. If it's not the account that made the most diamonds, then that's not the account you can apply to. You got to do the one that had the diamonds already. The other thing I will say is you can't have any violations when you apply. You also cannot, if you've earned too much money, like $5,000 over the last 5 months, TikTok says you've done good. You don't need an agency. You don't need an agency because what we do is give you training and support. So if you're already growing, then you're great. Okay. And then the last thing is that my agency is in the U.S. or Canada, in Canada. So those two locations. So if you're not in those locations, then you can't join my agency. So just know that you have to be in the region to apply. Thank you so much. Zaya, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all coming through. Thank you all for the reposts and the shares and the daily heart me. I think we need 2 more daily heart me's as part of the flash go. TikTok gave that to us. How can we get more views on post? More views on post. Okay, so I have my own thoughts about posting. That when it comes to agency work, it's about the live stream. So I can tell you what I think about posting when it comes to just making sure you are connecting with your audience and building a community. So more views on posts, it really is very similar to how you get more views on your live stream. You got to do that engagement outside the live too and outside your content. So to get more views on your posts, first of all, you want to make sure your content is relevant to your target audience. Thank you all for the engagement and all the different gifts that are coming through, the finger heart, the level up cake. Look at you, Vibe Wellness Woman. You said, I'm back. Thank you all. I saw a lot of you come in. I appreciate you all coming in. Most, how are you, friend? Thank you for that title, Gifter. I see you, friend. Thank you for the populars. There she is, the most chill TikTok. You said I'm chill, huh? Yes, good morning. Good morning. Thank you all for engaging too. I appreciate all the good mornings and the connection. Pure intentions, friends. Hey, how you doing, UB? Is it UD? Thank you so much for being here. Okay, hello everyone. Okay, so really quickly, Abby, when it comes to your content, here's what I tell people. If you are doing that engagement, you said new here, appreciate your friend. If you're doing that engagement before you post your content, that's important. I tell people really, here's a quick tip, and it doesn't always work, but it is a pretty good tip. Congratulations on the level up cake. Yes, thank you for sharing that. Here's what I will tell you. Creator Search Insights gives you content gaps based on topics that you could post about. Okay, so there's some topics there. Some people say it's hit and miss, but I say here's what you want to do. Click the Creator Search Insights, find a content that is relevant to your topic. Then I want you to go and watch those videos that they have as example videos for that topic. Because, first of all, you're priming the algorithm to know that you're about to post about that topic because it's showing up in your feed. And you're looking at those videos and you're engaging with those videos. You're watching them all the way through. Watch time matters. And then you go in the comments and engage in those comments. Those comments are people who are interested in that topic because they commented off of it. And they're potentially your target audience because, again, they're interested in a topic that you're interested in and you're about to post about. So that's kind of the tip there because you want to make sure the algorithm knows you're about to post about it. You're engaging with content in other people who have put comments in because every time you heart their comments, they get a notification. So heart some of those comments, go down the list and heart some of those comments that people have put in there, and then also maybe respond to a few of them. Something relevant to the topic of that video, to the topic you're about to post about. And so then you do that engagement, and then you want to be intentional about making sure your video, look at some of those videos and do some of the things that they've done, hashtags they use, hook on the screen, the catchy hook on the screen that they use, maybe even the music. So just pay attention to it in that way. So that's why I say Creator Search Insight. So that'll help you. Well, at least this is what we see, the chill side. Thank you so much. The chill side is the regular side. So I appreciate you for that. Thank you for the shares. I see everybody in here. So yes, so that's what I'll tell you. Thank you for the Octobers. So that's probably a good place to start. Like I said, people, they say there's some hit and miss about Creator Search Insights, but I think it's a good tool. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Um, all right, my new friends in the room. I had several new people say I'm new. And then my people who are returning, let me know if there's any questions, if there's anything you want me to talk about. I'm happy to talk about it. I appreciate you all being here. We're going to talk all things live streaming. Hello, my friends on the YT. I appreciate you all being here as well. And so let me know if there's any questions from my returning folks that have questions. And then my newbies, we're going to talk about engagement because I'm going to tell you what you need to know to make sure you are properly engaging on a live stream. What are your thoughts on what we say and what not to say? Does TikTok actually be putting out a list? There's not a there. Okay, there's not a definitive list of words you can and can't say. I think what's happened is that obviously there are some community guideline things that you want to be mindful of, and there are words that are associated with those community guidelines that you probably should avoid saying, and that will automatically trigger the community guidelines. So you got to be careful in that way. You know, you can't talk about illicit drugs. That's something you can't say. So if you start saying those type of words, TikTok typically says, well, wait a minute, what's going on here? Because that's against the community guidelines. So there's some things that are associated with community guidelines that you can't say or do. Um, do meaning like smoking on the screen, drinking, driving, that type of stuff. Um, but there's no like true list. I think there's some things that people have done that they now avoid doing because it seems as if they're going to violate the community guidelines. A lot of times is what you say and how you say it that will be a problem. So you can say the word follow. I can say the word follow. People say you shouldn't say it. I don't overuse the word. You can say the word link. It's how you say it. You can't. You got to be careful because you can't drive a person off the platform. That's against the community guidelines, and you will get a warning or restriction or maybe even a violation for it. So there's words you can say. Again, it's how you say it. So if you say it in a way that's like, wait a minute, you're clearly driving them off because of the tone you use, the context you use, the verbiage, phrasing and stuff, then that's a problem. But you just got to make sure you stay within the community guidelines. And most things you can say, you'll see people who will. Thank you so much, Kim. I saw your comment. It got filtered, but I got your frame. Um, but most things you say will, give me 1 second. Most things you will say, you'll know really quickly if the app is not feeling what you're saying. Okay. Okay, friends. Um, let me, hold on 1 second. Okay, let me know if, let me read some more questions. How early should I post a video before I go live? Um, Typically, if you do that engagement, I would say most people say about 30 minutes. I've done it right before I went live, to be honest with you. But most people say about 30 minutes before you go live. You should be posting your video. You've done that engagement. You shared it out. You've watched the video. You did that. So you from start to finish, you want to give yourself somewhere around 45 minutes to an hour to do that engagement before, post your video, and then you get ready to go live. So within that hour, you should have done all those things. Um, what's new? I need to know before my first stream in 22 days. What's new? Oh, that static image. Stay with me. Vibe Wellness. Stay with me. The static image is a problem. And then we're seeing that particular restriction quite a bit. I posted about it yesterday, so this is something I posted about. I posted about it a few times actually. So just keep that in mind. The static image. So let me go over that because that's something you want to pay attention to. I'm talking about like some gifts. Folks spell it out like we're kids. Yeah, yeah. People do that quite a bit. They spell stuff out, and again, it is some of it is just you know a game of telephone. So one person does it, everybody else does it. I say be careful about overuse of words because and then again it's the context of how you say it. I got a restriction. It was during Community Fest, and I know how I said it. I'm not gonna say it here, but I was in the live. I was excited. The room was rooming. People were in the room, and it was great. I was like, y'all got to do this, and TikTok was like, no, they don't. But I was like, it was like something about the follow. So I was like, do this. And the way I said it, as soon as I said it, Chico was like, oh, nope. No, they don't have to do that. So just know it's how you say things too. So you got to be careful. Can you check to see if I have can I check to see if you have any violations? No, I personally can't, but you can. Miss K. Miss K, you would go to your the live home screen. So on your profile, click TikTok Studio. On TikTok Studio, um, you're going to, well, let me take that back. As an agency, if you get a violation, is different from a restriction. I can see that, yes, if that's what you were asking. But you're not an agency, so I can't see yours. So, as an agency, I can see it if it's a true violation and not a restriction. Um, so if you go to your profile, TikTok Studio, click the part that says, thank you so much, Vibe Wellness Woman. Click the part at the top that says live, scroll down to tools and resources, and under there is rules and guidelines. So check there. That's where you would check to see if you have any. Okay. So let me know. Let me know if that's what you were asking, but I think I answered. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Good morning. How you doing, Coach Chantel? I chickened out and could not do my live last night. I froze. Oh my gosh. My friends put the stickers in there. Do it scared. Do it scared. Gets easier, friends. There we go. Thank you so much for that. Love Universified. It gets easier. Hey, you just got to start, friend. I don't want you to get nervous about this. It gets easier. Can you explain the difference between violation and restriction? A restriction, the example I give between violation and restriction is that, remember in high school, you'll get detention. Detention is the restriction. Detention is the day. You got to go to the detention room, sitting there for like 30 minutes, an hour, or a class period, and then you go home and you got a detention. Violation is a suspension, meaning that they call your mama. You're sitting out for about a couple days in a week or something like that. So those are the differences. A restriction happens in the line, and they'll restrict you from being pushed out to the For You feed. And usually it's time based, maybe 10 minutes, could be 30 minutes, could be the entire live stream, and they won't push you out. But the violation means that you got suspended and you got to appeal to get your account back, and there's some stuff that happens with that. When we see any of that, we we break out. Say that again. When we see any of that, we break out. Yes. What does that mean? Thank you so much. Go live. Go live. I checked out. Like, okay, so we got to get you. We got to get you going, Rand. Don't freeze out. You got this. Okay. So let's talk. You said we freak out with the live stream. Oh, you're talking about the violations and the restrictions. It is nerve wracking because I've seen them come through. The static image. Let me talk about that one since we're talking about violations really quickly. Um, Hello, friends. So the static image and low quality visuals, low visual quality, that's what it's called, is the newest one that they're rolled out in the month of October. So, By Wellness Woman, when you said what's new, let me know if you're still here. Drop me a heart or a sticker. Um, so when you said what's new, that's probably the newest one that people are seeing. And I have on my shopping cart, so you guys to see really quickly that there's the shopping cart in the corner. I turned it on. You got to be careful if you turn on your shopping cart, because if you have an image on the screen and it's just kind of like a fixed image, this is a board, so this doesn't count. This is TikTok's boards. But if it's like a fixed image, TikTok, because it's a shoppable live, it's like, no, that static image is not you showing the product. You got to show the product. So if I had my little light pinned to the screen that's in the shopping cart, that's fine. It's in my hand. I'm showing it. Hey, some sugar. Hey, Trisha T. But if I had a picture of it, that's a no-no. And so they're saying you can't have those static images. You got to have something that has movement. Okay? So just kind of keep that in mind. That's what I'm seeing mainly for a lot of people. And a lot of times it's happening because of the shoppable live. So keep that in mind too. Yeah, I got visibility restriction for 10 minutes because my light died on. Yes, or something. Yep, yep. Yeah, so you got to be careful with low visual quality and those static images. They're really regulating that. What I've heard, thank you so much for the stickers. I see you all. What I heard is that there were a lot of people who were going to sleep on the live. And TikTok's like, no, you gotta have movement, you gotta have lights on, you got so yeah, so it's a lot of that was been happening, and they're really trying to improve the quality of the live stream. Yes, stop. You said stop. Tina, you went live. I saw you, friend. I saw you. Good job today. You was like, I'm doing it. I didn't get a chance to pop in because you were going live right when I was about to start my live stream. But I saw you, friend. You did it. I did. Thank you for calling me out yesterday. I know. That's the thing about it, you guys. You guys are nervous and scared. Hey, the practice, here's a sticker for that. Put it in the chat, y'all. Practice makes progress. It doesn't make perfection. You don't have to be perfect doing this. You just got to show up and continue to show up for your community, for yourself. And because of that, you'll build your confidence. It'll be easier. You can come here and ask questions. That's what it's all about. Practice makes progress. Okay. And then, so my nervous people, that's it. You know, I think a lot of times we have this perfectionist mindset, and you don't have to have that here. It's very much about growing and really letting your audience know you're still learning and growing. I noticed that on those late night panels, people are not talking and music playing. Yes. So the panels is something that people are doing, but they also are doing the voice chats, which is okay because there's no movement there. It's just the voice. So they're playing music with the voice chats, and that's the way to do it. So now you're not literally sleeping on the chat. I mean, on the live stream, you're playing your music and stuff like that. So good morning, Trisha T. I see your friend. Good morning, Miss C. How are you, girl? Missy girl, how you doing, friend? I assume they are sleeping. They might be sleeping, but they're not on the screen sleeping. They may be sleeping. That may be part of it. Good morning, Permont Bookshop. How are you, friend? I saw you early in the week too. You had a guest panel. That was good. I like the guest panel. That was a good touch. Um, all right. So some of my new people in the room. Rach, how are you? What does it mean when you see a name but no comment? Almost looks like a phantom comment. You see a name, but no comment in the chat. Let me know if you can point out a name. Let me know. Are you saying at the bottom when somebody is joining the live? Maybe that's what you're referring to. Maybe they're joining the live. Is that what you're referring to? Hold on. You guys. Oh, TikTok filtered a few of you guys. Hold on. I saw you come to my live the other night. Yes, I think I did. Was it? Maybe. I might have popped in, but I do have impersonators. Great example. I've seen both sides of the school example. Yes. Okay. I think I heard about it. I saw people yesterday still doing it. Okay. That was vibe bonus. So you guys got filtered, but hopefully I answered your questions in the moment. I think TikTok filtered your comments. So I think you guys were talking about the violation stuff. So um, how can we be sure we have our profile categorized correctly for the FYP and FYF? Or FYF, it's FYF, For You feed. It used to be called For You page, but it's the For You feed now. The the way to categorize your video, there's a couple different ways people do it, and it really is kind of hit and miss. I mean, in my opinion, because some of my videos get categorized, some of them don't, and I think I'm doing the same thing most times. Um, I did it for Sultry Nana's name. Is that it? I don't know. Rachel, let me know what you're talking about, friend. When you said because I'm 50th, that's why. Naya, Naya, you're 50th. That's why. What happened? Because what does that mean, friend? You talking about you're nervous and scared? Let me know. We're gonna talk about that. Um, so when it comes to categorizing your videos, you want to make sure that what you put on the screen, what you say out your mouth, and what you type in that description, and maybe some of the hashtags are consistent. There's some consistency there. And so what I've heard is that the first 5 words or so is probably one of the words that you want to make sure is captured as your categorized word. So when I start a live, you'll see some videos where I say, okay, here's 3 TikTok tips. So TikTok tips is what I'm looking to get categorized. And then when I gave the example earlier about using Creator Search Insights, that's a good tool to kind of know what you want to get categorized to. So, they give you the content gap, and they'll give you the topic that you want to do your video on. Those are words you want to say. And when you look at other people's videos, see how they have it on the screen, see how they start their video, kind of pay attention to some of that. And some of that you can model for that particular topic. So that's why I said Creator Search Insights is good, because it's great research to know how you could potentially do your video. and post and do your content. But again, categorization comes from you saying the words and for the algorithm to know how they should categorize your video. So being intentional about what you say, what you write, and how you describe that video is going to be important. For example, I'm a mortgage lender, banker. How do I make sure people can see that that's what I do? Well, you definitely want to have it. Well, there's a couple different ways. You definitely want to have it, obviously, in your bio. You kind of have it there: mortgage advisor, sharing tips, mindset, Jim's daily. So I would probably make that a little bit more explicit. You got 160 characters. Maybe do that. You might decide to change your name so people know it very clearly that that's what you do. And so you see people who will have, like, I'm Dr. Lisa, launch your income agency. You know, I'm going to talk about my creator network agency. I'm going to talk about money management, launching your income, go on live streaming, using this as a way to do it. So putting your bio, but then obviously your content. Your content. My bio have all that, but I'm talking if they type in the search. Well, let's do this. Type in the search. Type that in the search and see what you get. Type it in the search. Type in the search mortgage broker, mortgage lender, type those words, see what you get. What type of content do you get? Do they get your content? Do you get other search terms that you could be searching? Because TikTok will give you that too. They'll give you some other suggested terms to search. So out of those suggested terms, maybe that's what you post content on. Maybe use the term that you search. Yeah. So Creator Search Insights actually, so I went to their webinar and they actually said that. So what I just said about type in the words that you want to search in the search bar and see what pops up and then see if there's some suggested phrases, then those are other terms because it actually says it. It says these are other terms people are searching. So you could use that to create your content. The other thing is using Creator Search Insights because it'll give you content gaps for what you've already produced content on. So between the two things, you can see what terms people are looking for in within your particular, um, topic and niche. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense. But yeah, search in the search bar. That's a good place to start. A great place to start. Um, let's see, friends. Appreciate everybody here. My new people, my people who are new to the live. Any other questions? Let me make sure I didn't miss a question. Sometimes the chat gets away from me. So let me know if I missed somebody's question. I'm happy to answer it. And then some of my new people in the room, we can chat as well because I always want to make sure, especially new people, for you to understand how to engage in a live stream. So we're going to talk about that because I saw some people who didn't have any of the badges. Hey, Nika Grace, how you doing? Thank you for that, October. Thank you for coming on in, friend, flying into the room. Appreciate you. And then Naya, we need to talk. Naya, you said I was scared. I chickened out. My phone back on battery. Okay, gotcha. Your phone went out for a second. So Naira, you say yes. You were supposed to go live. Naira was supposed to go live. Naira asked to, she applied to the agency, and essentially she said she chickened out because she had to do the live, the um, the trial live. So I said, before I can invite you, you got to go live. And she said, I chickened out. So I will say, friend, I mean, if you're still uneasy about going live, then take your time. You don't have to do it. Take your time. Okay? Take your time. Don't feel like you have to be rushed. Okay? Because, I mean, obviously you won't need an agency if you're not going live. So there's no rush, friend. Good morning from Mississippi. How you doing, Janice? Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for being here. Awesome. You got your bio. You got over 18,000 followers. Awesome. I've learned, you said I've learned people can hide their badge on here. So sometimes people may be hiding their badge. Yeah, and sometimes TikTok hides your badge too. Yeah, yeah. So sometimes people, yes, you can hide your badge. So really quickly, if you go to the share button, the arrow, there's a settings wheel, a settings option there, and that's where you can hide it. Keep in mind though, if you hide it, so correct me if I'm wrong, Nika. Nika's my compass on the viewer experience. She checks me if I'm wrong. Um, if you hide your badge, I don't know if you can level up and get additional um, rewards, essentially, points because you hit it. It's almost like you paused it. Is that correct, Nika? I think that's what I read. If I'm not mistaken, you guys can read it too, because there's always a question mark. I tell you to look at the question mark, but I believe when you hide it, you're actually pausing it. I've heard people do it not to be judged rather than bad or good. Okay. Hold on. No, you get points. Okay, wait a minute. Nika, her comment got filtered. No, you can't. You get no points with your badge turned off. That's it. That's what I thought. Where do I find your badge? Let me talk about that, Rachel. Why would someone want to hide it? Okay, so those were the comments that got filtered. So, Rach, so I'm going to talk to you. I think your question is your badge. Your badge is grayed out 16. So you need to reactivate your badge by sending like a rose or popular or something like that, because your badge in a live stream, you haven't sent a gift in at least 7 days. And so when you don't do any activity in 7 days, you get grayed out. You get deactivated for the most part. Okay, so that's what's happening. So you got to reactivate by sending something. So that's your situation. That's the badge for you, Rachel. For the other things that I guess most was saying in terms of, so Nika, you said I was right. So that's good. So essentially, yes, if you hide it, you're pausing it. Essentially, you don't get any activity you do. You don't get credit for it. So you don't continue to level up and grow. Um, to a certain extent, I think most what you're saying could potentially be someone's rationale for it. They don't want the attention, they just want to engage, especially if they're a super high engager. They're just there for the information and not to be judged because of their badge. People who are new, I don't know if that's their rationale. They just don't probably know what they don't know. They just don't know that that's something. But I could see someone who's a high engager is like, I'm just here. You don't. I don't want to draw attention. I'm just here. Okay. So for that reason, I think people may hide it. I called it. I call it. You need some lotion because your badge is ashy. It's really. Definitely says your badge okay. Is my badge okay? Um, my badge is okay. What you mean? Black Lotus. What's wrong with it? Let me know, Fred. Oh, I'm 26 too. That happened. Oh my gosh. That must have happened last night when I was engaging. I didn't realize I got to level 26. I was right on the bubble of being in between 25 and 26, but I leveled up yesterday in somebody's room. I don't even know whose room I was in, but somebody's room I leveled up last night. So yeah, so with that, um, he said Natty Natty, so yay. Natty Nat, that's right. I posted about you, friend. We 26s. You said it wasn't my room. You didn't go live. It couldn't have been your room because you went live. I was helping some of our new friends. Thanks for the way you support us. You're so welcome. It might have been your room, Coach Rhonda. Now that I think about it, it could have been. Because it was definitely a couple rooms I went to last night, and I was right on the bubble, and I knew it, and I just didn't pay attention to it when I did it. Okay, the show doctor is a high level engager. Yes. So let me talk about that. I mean, yes, I'm engaging. There's some higher levels, like my friend Some Sugar here. Okay, Some Sugar's 29. Okay, she's a high level. I'm working on it, coach. I got you, friend. Natty Nat, yeah, there's a lot of high engagers here. Congrats on your level 26. Thank you so much, Unwritten Unstoppable. Thank you for that. Yeah, there's some high level engagers here. Nika, yeah, you guys, I mean, I say anything in once you get into like mid your mid teens, 15 and above, that means you're starting to understand this app a little bit more. Your engagement um is starting to reflect in how you're learning and growing. So a lot of that does matter. Now it's not just about I mean, obviously the points come because of the gifting, but obviously, and if you're thinking about it the way I do, you're being intentional and strategic about what rooms you go to, and it's a way of showing support and acknowledging the value and the wisdom that that person is given. So to me, all that is connected. So and so that's why, you want to, pay attention to people's badges, because it speaks volumes about what they're learning and growing and how they're engaging in that. Thank you all for the stickers and stuff. So let me talk about that real quick, because I don't know how many new people I have in the room. I know we have some of our returning folks in the room, and we have people who are still trying to understand TikTok. Vibe wellness, me, not yours. You are 28 too. Look at you. I love you said it wasn't my room. They called it ghost mode. Is that when you are not showing your badge? Oh, okay. That got some of your comments got filtered for a second. Thanks for the way you support. Thank you. I appreciate you all. You guys are so kind. I had to go back and catch some of those comments. You said I was talking about my badge. Is it there? Your badge is there. Black Lotus, it is there. I see it. Level 28, friend. It is there. Absolutely. 26 is wild. Why is 26 wild? Your badge went away when you said that too, Nika. Why isn't it not there anymore? Yes. Yeah, 26. Um, so I've been out for a minute. Thank you so much on these streets and connecting. So I've grown, but there's still a lot of room to grow. So we'll see. But 26 is wild. How high do the badges go? They go to 50. They go to 50. And there's a lot that went into that. Thank you for the roses. You sent 26 roses on purpose. Thank you for that. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot that went into them monetarily. So yes, because we got to 25 around the same time, and I know how much 25 to 26. You said, wow. Nika Grace, don't judge me, friend. Don't judge. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Thank you for that, friend. Yeah, don't judge me. I got it, friend. I've had to see 50. Oh yeah. You saw 50? Who's seen 50? You seen a 50? I've yet to see 50. Okay, my bad. I think I've seen 48. Yeah, that's wild. That's a lot. Can you jump multiple levels with larger gifts like the lion? Yes. All those points count. Yes. Yeah, you can do that. Absolutely. Hold on. She's our rich auntie. I'm your rich auntie. Who? Dr. Liz, you need to talk to Janine. We got 25 around the same time. You're spending. I need to budget. I need to budget better. Yeah. So you see, that's what I told you guys. It's an investment into all of you all. It's an investment into all of you all. Yes, I am. We don't tell my husband. We don't tell him. But no, I get it. I get it. So I'm probably gonna have to think very strategically about moving forward. But it's yeah. Just kidding. You said I'm hating. You're fine, friend. I do need to think about it though. I need to think about how I'm pouring in. But it is I do take it. So when I get engagement and gifts and all that stuff, I pour it back into you guys. Seriously. I just exchange. So I'm constantly exchanging. Knock on wood. It hasn't been too stressful yet. But and then I'll add here and there. But for the most part I'm just exchanging. That's how I do. So it's really a way to support everybody here, make sure you guys are growing. Okay. Janice, thank you so much. Janice, you have a grade out 5 as well. So if you guys want to reactivate, it is going to require you to send a rose or something like that to reactivate your badge. So let me know if you're new to my room and you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to these badges. There's the Lisa badge, and then there's the blue box next to many people in the room. And so that's where this whole conversation is stemming from. And that shows engagement. So most was saying, oh, well, maybe people don't want to show their level. Yes, yes, you spread the love. I try my best to. I try my best to spread it out and support you all. So, um, Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna keep spreading. I'm gonna keep spreading, spreading love. Um, so what I was going to say is that, it really is important for you to engage. So people are paying attention to that. It is a thing. I hate to say it. It's not, and I think actually it is a good thing if you think about it in a way that says, okay, I'm here. I want to grow. I want to learn. And just like if you go anywhere else, depending on the room, depending on where you're going, that just you're taking that time and effort to learn and grow. And maybe you went to a conference and paid a registration, or you went to a concert and you know, did your applause and shared, your time and energy and money that way. So just know that that's the way I kind of see it from a viewer perspective. Can you explain the benefit of custom stickers? Get people the does it get people that post them more? I guess more points. Is that what you're saying? Give me 1 second. One good thing. I made more money. I was off the platform. You say you made more money when you was off the platform? Well, yeah, that's good too. Because you were spreading your time with your business too. So that spending your time with your business. So that was good, friend. The blue badge is lower than the level for this room. I need to support other rooms, I guess. The blue badge is lower than the level for this room. What does that mean? Um, You definitely need to support other rooms, but yes, that is the strategy. Did I say this real quick? Most I'm gonna get to your question in a second. Did I say this? I'm gonna do a super fans only chat because we'll talk about super fans and we'll talk about engagement. Many of my super fans are people who are going live and you're growing. And so I want to talk about the super fans as a strategic move for monetization, but I also want to talk about your support. And so it kind of gets at what Rhonda's saying. So I want to talk about that too, because I think you want to be strategic about how you're starting to engage in other rooms, because that matters to bring more people and draw attention to your room. Okay. So I'm going to do a super fans only. Like my 4 o'clock, I'll probably make from 5 to 6 super fans only. Okay. So the first hour I'll do a regular live, and then I'll probably turn on the super fans only live. So I'm just kind of giving you guys a heads up, and I'll put this in a post as well. Um, so I just want to make sure I explain that. Do they get more points? You're asking. Okay, let me explain let me explain the Daily Heart Me and the fan club. Okay, because it's not about more points by sending out stickers. So it's not about that. It's about cultivating, creating community. That's the point of it. So as you're thinking about your community and getting people to engage and connect with you, that's part of it. So let me break that down a little bit. Personally, think every live host should be 25 or higher. Absolutely. That means that you're pouring back into the community. Absolutely. I love that, Nika. Yes, the more you support the platform, your badge goes up in the room. It goes up in that room. Um, yes, there's two different things you're looking at. Most you're looking at the fan club and the level for that room, and you're also looking at the blue box is for all live rooms. So there's two different ways you can tell if that person is an engager and if they are part of your fan club. Okay. How do I become a super fan? The super fan is the star right there where it says 160. That star, that is the super fan subscription. That's my super fans. I need to change that number. Um, so that's how you become a super fan. There it goes. Okay. So, and that's the subscription for the live stream. Okay. Eastern time zone. So 5 p.m. Eastern. 5 p.m. Eastern for super fans. Yep. Um, okay. So really quickly, let's see. So let me break down the fan club a little bit more, because I think that's where I need to put my lotus seeds to work. Oh, that's cute. Um, So let me just talk about the fan club, because essentially a lot of this is how do you create community? Okay, how do you create community? And so um, I understand. I was trying to explain to the question. Gotcha. Okay. Um, were you asking about the stickers themselves though? Like how do you create them, or how do you why would people create custom stickers? Let me know if that's what you really want to get out, the custom stickers. Um, because TikTok has its default stickers, and then you have customized stickers. The customized stickers become a way for people to connect with you even more. So they feel special, essentially. And it's even as a room is rooming and more people are coming and your chat's chatting like that, sharing is caring, your customized stickers stand out. So I know Miss K is a fan club member. They came and got that daily heart me. Yes, what are the benefits? I want to help my community get rewarded in all ways. Um, the benefit for your community is so if you click the daily heart me, so most when you click that, go ahead and look at the different things TikTok tells you to do. You're collecting points and you're leveling up. So you in my room right now, you're level 4 engager. It tells you to share the live out, you get points for that. It tells you to set a live notification, you get points for that. And then when it says to send out stickers, you get points for that. So you're getting points for that engagement. So it kind of walks you through how to be a fan, you know. So essentially, part of it is that hey, Leanne, you are becoming part of the community, you're connecting, you're leveling up. And as you grow and connect even further, this room becomes part of your overall experience for coming on the TikTok and joining a live room, and you become part of this community. So that's part of it. I think a lot of it is like this intrinsic value that you're receiving. I need the room to engage to go up. Laugh out loud. Hold up. Yeah, yeah. So that's part of it. Yeah, they're getting that recognition. They're growing because of that. I was saying my blue badge is 21, but for your room is 28. I need strategy to raise the blue badge. Hold on. Oh, got you. Your blue badge is 21 when you go to other rooms, but for my room, you come back so often. First of all, we got to clap for that. I wanted to make sure we recognize that. And then when you go other places, you're not engaging as much. That's what you're saying. Like, I'm a 28 here, but my blue badge has me at 21. So, yeah, you definitely need to go around and engage a little bit more, but that comes with time. That's what I was trying to tell her. Yes, yes. So, yeah. Um, it's not I mean, the blue badge, obviously, gifting and stuff like that. I mean, it's points that you're collecting to get higher there. In the live stream, the point differential is different. And for one particular room, it's not as high as the blue box as you grow. So it becomes higher. You're definitely investing a lot more to get to those higher blue badge numbers, okay, than what you do here. So, so yeah, let me know if I'm explaining that, because I want you guys to really understand, like when it comes to building your community, you do want them to engage. You want them to put the stickers. You want to create custom stickers. You do. Tap, 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 all that, because that's the community experience. I doze off trying to be sure I say hi to everybody. Exactly. Thank you. Practice makes progress. That's part of it. You want people to do that. It was funny. I was in my early experience. Somebody was like, they didn't understand the heart me. And it was like, I hate when that daily heart me pops up on my screen and people are distracting me with that little funny thing on the screen. I was like, you want that. You want people to connect with you that way. That's part of your monetization too. But on top of that, that's the community. And if people are coming in getting their daily heartbeat, I know. It's like, I don't know what that's about. That's what you want. You want to build community. You want your people to be, you know, level 20 and above, or 30s. I got a 33er, y'all. Are you in the room, Bloom? Um, Kim, you are 32er. Oh my gosh. So that's huge. That's huge. That's somebody who's come in constantly engaging. We got 30s, we got 31s. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. So you want that engagement. You want people to continue to support. Thank you, Data. Thank you so much. Click the Daily Heart Me and then see different ways they can connect with you. So keep that going. The stickers are important, especially if you get to the point where your room starts rooming. You want to be able to see your fan club members. You want to see your super fans. You want to call them out. You want to connect with them. And then if you are looking to grow your blue badge, that's what I'm gonna talk about in the super fan, to be honest with you. Coach Rhonda, definitely, if you can attend my 4 o'clock live, I'll turn my 4 o'clock live right around 5 o'clock. I'm gonna turn that into a super fan only live. Okay, so right around 5 o'clock, I'll turn it into a super fan only live. I'm gonna turn on that for super fans, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that blue badge a little bit more. We're gonna talk about super fans, and we're gonna talk about that blue badge because I want you guys to start thinking about that in an intentional way, because that is part of a bigger strategy. If you're looking to grow your community, you're gonna have to do a little bit of time and investing with people. Okay. You said that's fine. I have to wash my hair anyway. Whatever. You need to go live. Okay, great. I'll be off work then. Can pay more attention. Okay, perfect, perfect, friend. Whatever, Anika Grace. I see you, friend. We got to get you to go live. You can go live during that time. How about that? Go live. um, but yeah, so you want to be strategic about that. There are some strategies out there. Um, it will take time. It will take time, and you will slowly build your community. Um, but it is something you want to be strategic about and start investing in your community as well. Okay. Um, Let me know if there's other questions. Like I said, I know there's some new people in the room, especially my newbies. If you guys have any questions about how to engage, what to do, I want to make sure I'm answering questions. So I was flying around. So Black Lotus, this is for you. Love Universified, this is for you. Um, are you guys having any questions as you're in your live? Because I see you both go live pretty regularly, and I know you guys are still new to the live stream. And Love University, you're using Live Studio. Me and Trisha are busy anyway. Whatever. Y'all should be live. Let me know if you have any question. You said have fun, Supermans. Look at all the level 5. You're so funny. You said look at the level 5s. I know, yeah. Let's see. Hold on, the scavenger hunt. Oh, that's right, Coach Rhonda. Big scavenger hunt tonight. I don't know what happened last night. So yes, the scavenger hunt. Yay! I'm excited. I'm excited. That should be fun. Um, my friends, so Black Lotus, Love Universified, anybody else who's new in the agency, if you are new, let me know if you have any kind of technical questions. Okay. So here's what happened. I was in a live yesterday. Super cute. One of our new live hosts. I just popped in on her live. I was on as a guest, and I was coming off. And she said, "Yeah, I wish I could. I have to use my other phone to put comments in the chat. I wish I knew how to put comments. I don't know why I can't put comments." Or she said she was basically saying she couldn't put comments in at all. It was like, oh, we have to use a separate phone to put comments. I was like, wait a minute, let me come back up. And so she didn't realize that literally thank you for the follow, Gene. All you have to do is respond to the person, the screen pops up. You can reply to that person's comment in the chat, or you can click the 3 dots and click comment and then comment that way. So there's like multiple ways you can comment. So she didn't realize that though. So I asked that because are there questions you guys are having when you go live? And maybe you just assume that that's the way it is, and I don't know, maybe I need to come to your lives and just kind of sit for a little bit. But maybe you assume that that's the way it is, and you're like, oh, I can't do this, or I don't know how to do this. Let me know if there's questions like that, because I kind of want to make sure I'm answering it while I'm here for you. And if there's anything that you can think of, you're like, oh, well, where is this particular feature? Where is that thing? Um, you said, did anyone see the note on my pajama party Saturday evening at 9 p.m.? No, I did not see you having a pajama party Saturday evening. Per mom, how do you do the heart with your hands? Okay, that's a great question. This is called, I had to look it up. We had to figure out the exact term. It's called a heart gesture. So when you click the wand, when you're live, you click the wand, you're going to click effects, and there's a little search feature. You can search for heart gesture, and that's the one you want. That's the heart dress. And then I can do like that if I want to hold it up. So yeah, that's the heart gesture. All right. Any other questions, especially my new folks? Anything you're like, I wonder how to do this. Um, I was in someone's live, and well, this is multi-guest. Somebody had the multi-guest boxes up. You're welcome. I couldn't figure it out last night. Yes, so it's called heart gesture. I was in someone else's live, and they had the boxes up, and they didn't know how to take people down. Do you guys know how to do that? So you would, to remove somebody off your guest panel, and let me say this first and foremost: you don't have to do that. Okay, you don't have to remove them. They can remove themselves. I think that was part of the maybe the original process where people had to let the guests down. That's not true. You don't have to do that anymore. But if you were to let somebody down and wanted to remove them, you would click their name on the box. It shows a screen, and there's like a little person with an X on them. Thank you, Black Lotus. Look at you, Galaxy. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for that. You can remove them that way. Thank you for the Galaxy. That was sweet. Um, Okay, and Rachel, you said, is it better to go live on your phone or a laptop? Um, your mobile device, you have live access to. You have to go on a laptop. You have to have what's called live studio access. Okay, so you have to have approval to go live on your laptop by using Live Studio. Um, I think most people get it. Like you get a 7 day trial, and then if you continue to go live, I think it's 14 days, and then you'll get up to 180 days, and then you have, full access. But you have to go live consistently on Live Studio to kind of make sure you maintain the access. Otherwise, you're going live on your mobile device. And I've heard mobile device will push out your live more than on the Live Studio on the laptop. Okay. Yes, ma'am, I am. Bring your own beverage, giggles, for your pajama jammy party, jammy jam party, at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern. You're doing it, all right, friend. Hey, Cornelia, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Um, Thank you all for being here. I have to check my comments sometimes. Okay. All right. Good morning. How are you, friends? So, thank you all for being here. Let me know if there's any other questions. I'm going to stay on for about another 20 minutes. I'll stay on to about noon. I do have another meeting, so I'm definitely going to have to jump off. But let me know if there's questions, other questions. So, I'm going to go back to a little bit with engagement too. So, as you're thinking about your audience, a couple things I always hear from people is like, how do you get people to chat? No one's chatting, no one's commenting. You want to, obviously, especially with new people, you want to make sure you're engaging with them too. How do you go live on two platforms at the same time? Oh, no knows. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. How are you, friend? Pretty easy. Two different platforms. Let me show you. I'm on my tablet. My tablet's on the stand, and I just started the stream. So I'm here at the same time. Just started two different streams talking to people. And so what happens with the YT is that I make this a playlist. So they hear me talking. Hello, YT people. They hear me talking. I'm answering questions. Some of them are putting comments in there that are not relevant, and then I end up having to delete them or hide them. But they're listening. It becomes a playlist, and it's obviously a recording that I can have on my YouTube channel, and then I can make it public and post clips if I want to. YouTube does a great job now lately of giving you highlights too. Yeah. So you said I received a T. What's a T? Hey Wendy, how are you, friend? What's a T? Um, so yeah, so that's so you just put it out there. Hello fam, how you doing, friend? So yeah, you just start your stream at the same time. I'm playing music in the background absolutely necessary when you go live. Is playing music absolutely necessary when you go live? You don't hear any music now? I'm not playing music. Mm. It's not necessary. It's a nice thing to do though. It is good. It will definitely help. Did you ever check Fiverr? I did. I did. Um, what had happened is that during that same time, I did have somebody I was gonna try to work with, but what was happening at the same time is that I was standing up the agency, so I just paused it. And to be honest with you, what I'm doing now, I think could work for me now that they're giving me those highlights. I posted twice in the last 5 days, 5 to 6 days, and I just took those highlights and just reposted them. So I probably should be able to continue to do that. Take the highlight, I added my playlist to it, and just continue to do what I'm doing. Really could level up if you can talk. Really could level up if you had content you could refer people to. Like I said, the highlights is what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm using that to kind of share different things that are happening in that live stream. So I received a R 2 days ago for promoting people to go to other platforms. Yes, you got to be careful about how you say it and what you're saying. Yes. So what I just did is probably a good way to do it because I just share. You never heard me say go over there to my YT. I don't say that. I just say I'm streaming on two, and then I flipped my camera and showed it to you all. So you just got to be careful about how you say things. Yeah. So if you're telling people to go over there and do this, that, and the other, then TikTok's like, oh no, they're not going nowhere. Don't do that. But you could show people. You can do educational things. That's what I just did for you all. I just educated you on how to do it. Righteous Gear goes, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining. Thank you so much, Unwritten Unstoppable. Appreciate your friend. Yeah, so be careful. That's probably my main thing. I think a lot of people don't um thank you so much. Um you got to be careful with the verbiage, the words you say. So how you say it and how you do it. So again, I flipped my camera, showed you guys really quickly, here's what I'm doing so you guys can see it. And again, not leading you anywhere. I'm just showing you. So it's more educational. Yeah. Hello, friends. So yeah, so if you are I talked about YT last week quite a bit. If you're interested in doing this, this could be a great way. I was on with my cousins and pointed out that we had to be on two different devices without leaving TikTok. Yeah, I think it might have been the way you said it. It could have been the way you said it. That's all I can say. Without being in a room, it must have been the way you said it. If you're saying TikTok felt like you were leading them off, so you definitely got to be careful about how you say things. But no, I you said I definitely want to do YT. YT is the long game. It is the long game. You gotta be cognizant of that because you can easily get discouraged because it's not something where people are gonna flood your room. They have a little burst that they push people in your room in the beginning. And today I think I got up to 31, which was high for me because usually you'll see like 21, 15, something like that. So it was like 31, and I got several likes. I'm getting comments there all over the world. So you said TikTok is doing too much. Always, always. But and so you just already have an account over there. Yeah. So you just turn it on and do what I'm doing. So first of all, what I'm doing is just going live. I'm talking here. I haven't gotten any issues with the YT about me talking about TikTok. I say it all the time. So I haven't had any issues that way. Um, they just recently did change their requirements. So TikTok, you have to be 18 years and older to start streaming. YT, they didn't have that rule. Now they do. So I had to do an age verification this week. So that was interesting. So they changed that. Look at you. Black Lotus, you said the gold mine. Thank you. I was like, what just happened? Thanks, friend. That was sweet. Appreciate you, friend. You said the gold mine. You said you sharing all this value. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. Um, Black Lotus has been consistent with our live stream too, y'all. So I love that I see you. You're like, I'm gonna go live and I'm just gonna talk to the people and say hi and connect with them. So that's awesome, friend. Um, so yeah, the YT, um, they're trying to step up their live streaming. What I will tell you though is that when I thank you so much, Kat, appreciate you. When I go live here though, it's a different experience because you guys are commenting, you're engaging, you're connecting, you're asking questions. I can click your profile, I can see you. We become a community here. Not so much. I think they're really going to have to reimagine their live streaming experience because all they're doing is, in my opinion, is just creating the opportunity for you to do, content as long form content for posting, but you really are not building a community, not in its current form. So people can see me and they're listening to this conversation, but very few comments or the comments are not relevant. It's just a different experience. So I say be prepared for that, and it takes time to grow. So you can go live with 50 followers or subscribers. That's the verbiage they use. And then I've been doing it since April, and I think we've officially got over. Let me see. I think I'm at six. I'm gonna see the number. See if I refresh my screen. If it shows it, it says 678. So 678. So it's grown and it's growing, but it's a long game, and people will come and connect and engage, but it's not something that happens instantly. So just keep that in mind. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate the stickers. So just be prepared for that because it doesn't happen instantly, and it is something where if you are going to be on the YT, just know that you might want to do a strategy where you're using content to repurpose it. And that's kind of the point. Maybe you take the videos and make shorts out of them, or take the video and make shorter, long form videos. So maybe a 10-minute, 15-minute video that you're going to use to repurpose, because that's what a lot of it is not like you're pausing and answering questions and engaging fully. You really could make this kind of a lecture if you wanted to, and just strictly be on the YT with it and share your content, because the engagement is relatively low. But on TikTok, there's a little bit more growth that's happened. So in that same so right now there's somebody speaking to me in French. Parlez-vous français? No, no parlez-vous français. Oh, look at you. Thank you so much for that, Black Lotus. I appreciate you, friend. Black Lotus said, I'm trying to get to level 29. I appreciate that, friend. You said repurpose and make sense. Absolutely. So for me, what I do is make this a playlist. So I'm talking to you all. I'm connecting. So you guys are listening to me. So if I make this a playlist, if I make this a playlist, people, I mean, it's going to be a playlist. People will go back and listen and be like, who was she talking to? Well, I was talking to all my TikTok people, because the YT people, they're not necessarily here. So it's just a different experience. You said level up. That was for Black Lotus. Black Lotus said, I've been 28 for too long now. It's time to level up. I love it. Practice makes progress. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for supporting the live stream. Um, so so with that being said, definitely do it. Just be mindful of what I guess I was sharing all that, so you should kind of know, manage your expectations. That's what I'm saying. Manage your expectations. It's a different experience, a different stream experience, but you are playing the long game when you do the YT. You're not doing it for instant gratification, and all of a sudden your stream is streaming and people are coming. No, you are playing the long game. And when I say you're playing the long game, you're probably playing the long game for easily a year or more, just to get to some of their milestones. So the first milestone is to get to 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. 3,000 watch hours means that your content had to be consumed, and people have to be there watching your content. That doesn't happen overnight. People will watch for a little bit, they'll check out. And so it's one of those things where it's not going to be something where people will, you know, will come and be there for quite some time with you. Dr. Lisa, you said, I think I'm the one. What's the one? What's that, friend? You are 28 and about to be 29 soon. It's live. I appreciate you, friend. Though, hit the request. Sorry, mistake. Oh, no problem. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you. See, the YT is talking today. You guys are great. Make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. Okay. So that's what I tell the YT folks. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you, E Nurse. How's everything going? Appreciate all the support in the room. Let me know if you have any questions. So we've been chatting here. So I'm gonna be on for like another 20 minutes because I'm gonna get off. But let me know if you have questions, Doctor. My Sherry, thank you so much for being here. Self care and resets. So my people who are nervous, scared, afraid, shy to go live. Hey, LaBelle, how are you? All is well. Appreciate all the support, friends. So let me know if I'm talking to you by saying that. And let me know if you have questions. I always want to make sure I'm answering questions. And if you are interested in the agency, let me know that as well so I can run through the agency. I did have somebody apply. I'm going to check real quick. So let me talk about the agency really quickly. Maybe that's what I'll segue to. Cornelia, thank you so much for that popular. Appreciate you, friend. Hello, hello, friend. You guys are engaged and connecting. So, what I want you guys to know about the agency is that this is an agency of supporters. Um, Agency of supporters. That's first and foremost. I'm just going to say that about the people in the agency because I appreciate, I love, I adore all the support that's happening. I'm excited, excited, excited because really this time next week I'm gonna be preparing to see some of y'all in person, which is so exciting. Um, because I will be in the New York City area, so I'll have a chance to meet up with some of you all. So I'm excited about that. If you guys didn't hear me announce that yesterday, I did announce that I am traveling for a quick trip to New York, and I'm gonna send a post out to do a meetup. Okay, so we'll do a meetup in New York for lunch, and so I gotta find a spot. I gotta do all the logistics, but we'll be doing that. So if you are in the New York City area or any of those neighboring states, please come by. I'll announce that in school. You guys, I have that. So please come by and hopefully we can connect. And then my Florida, Georgia contingent, that group, we're gonna try to get something set up for us too. Because I feel bad because I probably should have done something for us already. so so I will get something coordinated for our Florida folks, our southern region. Then I got to figure out the Midwest, and then I got to figure out our West Coast folks too. So I'll get it together. But yeah, I definitely want us to have some meetups and see if we can get something coordinated. And then my people who we're still rocking and rolling. I want to get something set up for all of us maybe to come together in the spring or summer. So we'll figure that out as well. So there's a lot to come. So I'm excited about the agency. So this is the agency of supporters, and I want to support you guys in every way possible. So if you're interested in the agency, what I do is I do weekly meetings on Zoom. So we have those weekly meetings. I also do live streams twice a day to answer questions, support you in your live journey. And then I also do one-on-ones. I'm meeting with some people today. So I do one-on-ones to talk about your analytics. I say this is an agency that's focused on, it's a data-driven agency. It's focused on giving you training, hosting strategy, monetization strategies, and then helping you to hopefully have a successful stream where it's not, reliant on other factors. It's reliant on you and what you're doing and how you're looking at your data to grow. Okay, so that's important. That's kind of why we're going to do the super fans conversation too, because I want you guys to start thinking very intentionally about your live stream from from different strategies. Okay, so looking at different ways to make sure you're building and growing. Okay, and a lot of that does require you to think intentionally about who's poured into you, and how you can pour into other people. Okay. So, what else with the agency? We have a school platform. We also have group chats here. And then you can share your content. You can post your content. You can share your live within the community and let people know you are going live. So all that is important. I see hosts telling people to get the super fans, but not talking about costs and benefits. People should talk about the costs and benefits of their super fans. Absolutely. You should. Well, let me say this, and this is probably a bigger conversation about if you want to grow on this platform, you got to talk about your things that are here, okay? Whether it is your live goal, whether it's your gift gallery, whether it is your super fan, and the benefits for it. You got to talk about all of it, okay? So I know certain people are like, oh, I don't want to seem like I'm begging. I don't want to seem inappropriate and stuff. At the end of the day, people, if you don't talk about what you have to offer, people won't know about it. Okay. When it comes to and I guess in terms of modeling the way, when it comes to my super fan, a lot of times you want to, well, let me say this in particular, you want to click the person's super fan so you can see what the benefit is. That's what it is there. I'm going to pin mine so you guys can see it. I do live, super fan lives, so I'm going to do more of those. With having the agency, I've been trying to make sure that I am intentional about agency support versus superfan support. So I'm probably gonna have to retool my superfan a little bit just so that it's very that is distinctive from the agency support I provide. But recognize that not all my people who have superfans are an agency either. So that's the other part of it. Not everyone's a super fan. I mean, not everyone's an agency. That's true in everything. Yeah, it's true in everything you do. So if you have your digital products or your services or whatever else you offer, freebies, whatever it is, link in your bio, you have to talk about it for people to know about it. So that's important for people to know. Um, the other thing I was going to say is you want to pin it. You could do super fan only chats in the live stream. I will be doing more of that as well as making sure that people are getting as much information about monetization in the live stream too. I need to be get better with that in general. Yeah, I think we all do. We all do. So because I'm in a retooling phase, because obviously, so many of you know this that I just joined the agency myself because the way I set it up initially, I set it up where I couldn't join because I created my main account as the agency account. So then I had to kind of go back and create the agency account, and that way I can a separate account for the agency, and then that way I could join the agency because I had to unlink things. And so now that I'm an agency, I'm able to see my own data because I wasn't able to see my own data at first. Hey, Catalina, thank you so much. Okay, then appreciate you. Your average is getting higher. What does that mean? My average is getting higher. That got filtered. I don't know what that meant. Um, and so because of that, I couldn't join. So now that I'm able to join, I'm excited about that because I can see my own data. And I can see, and that's why I said this is a data driven agency, I can see the ways I need to think differently and how I can improve. You say your ranking. Appreciate your friend. What's my ranking for my live? Average viewer in the room. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. But you know, that's partially the shopping cart too. Some of it is people staying in the room longer too, though. So it's a combination. So I appreciate that, though. You said you're average in the room. It is getting better, but I think some of it is some people staying, some people's shopping cart is pushing people in the room. Thank you for explaining everything so well. You're so welcome. Let me know if there's specific questions. I feel like I'm like kind of all over the place, but I appreciate you saying that. I feel like I was like I'm all over the place today. Um, but yeah, so shopping cart, you said my averages are getting better. So what Nika Grace is referring to is that the people in the room, people staying in the room. And I think there's a combination of things happening. I tell you guys right now, TikTok is diverting traffic, for lack of a better word, diverting traffic to TikTok shop. Okay. So as you're thinking about a live stream, if you are somebody who has access to TikTok shop, thank you so much, friend. Then you do want to turn on that shopping cart. I will tell you to probably add enough products to the shopping cart. Yes, it is. You said yes, it is. have enough products. That's why I put like 10, 15, 17 different numbers in there, because that gives a little bit more attention to your products, and different people are looking for different products. You said 10 to 50. Yeah, exactly. Because right now, fall deals is happening. We're about to go into Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and then we're going to go into the last minute holiday deals. So those are campaigns, those are deals that are going to happen here on TikTok. And just recognize that that's how traffic is being diverted. So you'll see a lot more people coming in. Not that you, and as you guys can tell, I haven't pinned a product. I haven't done that. And you could pin some products that'll bring more people in. Yeah, we're in quarter four. Yep, quarter four. And so I could do that, but at the end of the day, I try to tell people what's in the shopping cart, and they can engage if they choose to. Hey, Dr. Lisa, hey, Doc, blessings morning to you. Thank you so much, Nourish with Tenzi. How are you, friend? And so it's important for you guys to know that. And if you have shop, activate it. Maybe think strategically too about different products that you have, because they do have the different pillars, for lack of a better word, when it comes to products that are traffic drivers, hot deals, as well as the trendsetters. Okay. It's good to know the number that we should have isn't really something we're talking about. I can't type. Say that again. I don't know. Maybe I missed it too. Um, I'm embarrassed to ask, but we can't use certain cart with a guest or co-host upright. You can. Not feeling well. Just got back from doctor's appointment. Okay, hope get some rest. Hope you feel better, friend. You can be careful with the static image violation stuff. It's good you use a few high sellers. Yes, yes, you got to use across the variety. Yeah, yeah. Find products that go across those different segments. I in my shopping cart, I have products that are for beginner live hosts and content creators. So I try to make sure they're electronics and things that I can talk about. You don't have to have all those products. I don't have every last one of those products. I think I'm missing maybe about three or four. The majority I do have. Um, but but you could have products across those different categories, so that again people are searching for that stuff, especially if it is a traffic driver or a hot seller. Okay, so you just kind of keep that in mind. um let's see. Coach Rhonda, yes, Coach Rhonda, you can have it on. Here's the caveat: that static image violation, you got to be careful about that. That's what I've noticed. I had guests up on the screen twice, and I got a warning. So again, you gotta have movement, you gotta be talking, connecting with people. So just be careful in that way. I got off the live, so what Bob Wellness was on my live for a while yesterday. I think she talked for about 10 minutes. And I was concerned when I got off that live, but I got off pretty quickly because I had to go get my son. So I probably could have gotten a warning after that live, because it seems to trigger if there is a guest up too. So just kind of keep that in mind. You gotta have movement. But I was moving quite a bit actually in that talk, because my husband was texting me. So I was looking over here and moving my head quite a bit. Let's see. You said you can just rule out tighter, so you gotta manage their verbiage. Yeah. Um, yeah, you definitely gotta manage people what they say on the live stream, especially when you have the shopping cart on. Make sure to educate your guests not to open the cart while they're up. It creates an echo. Oh, I didn't know that, Nika. Really interesting. I haven't heard that one. Okay, didn't think it was an option. Yeah, you can definitely do it. It's an option. I did it yesterday. I did it. I've done it over the last week. I got hit bad due to forgetting it was a shoppable. Interesting. They are more particular when you have a guest. So just practice. Yes. Yeah, definitely. Don't have anything, obviously, you don't have anything linked or anything like that. Yeah. They warned and violated back to back. So be aware. Yeah, every time. So basically, they're saying be careful about your shoppables with the carts with guests. So be careful. Like a, not that you can't do it. You can do it. Again, be careful, and don't have anything pinned. Definitely don't have anything pinned. So that's what you want to avoid. If anything else, avoid the pinning. Okay, and avoid people showing things that are not relevant to what your live stream is about. Good morning. How you doing, Bridget? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate everyone. Um, let me know if there's any last minute questions. Who's going live? Let's do a roll call real quick. Let's do a roll call for our viewers in the room. Who is going live? Read the guidelines for the TikTok shop. It is very clear. After I got hit, I went and reread. Perfect. Um, yeah, so you're going live. Me, Catalina, she's going live. Thank you so much, friend. You're welcome, Rhonda. Um, who else is going live? Um, because they have changed. Okay, the guidelines. Definitely read the guidelines. Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys need to go to the academy and review that. And do any of the trainings. That's what I've been telling people. Because TikTok shop is a whole thing. It is a whole thing. I don't want you guys to think that it's something you can easily do. It is something you want to be mindful of. Anybody else? Who else is going live? Catalina, you didn't put your time and time zone. Tell that for us too. Tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Coach Rhonda in the scavenger hunts. Scavenger hunt, yes. Office edition. Home office edition. I appreciate that. I used my stand to do my live this morning, Dr. Lisa. Did you really? You use your stand? The floor stand? Awesome. Did it work? You love it? Catalina, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Um, appreciate you coming in, friend. Um, and Coach Rhonda, 8 o'clock. Do we need to come early? Are you starting early, like for setup? I think, well, you know what? I'm going to go back and read those instructions you sent. She sent the whole instructions. I'm going to go back and read it. Yes, I did. For the first time, I went live from 6:30 a.m. cooking breakfast. Oh, nice. Nice. Look at there. I love that. So, what time is your battle? You're in the 9 o'clock group. Did you accept? I need to send you guys the event to accept it. So your battle, you're in the 9 o'clock group. I sent you, I added you to it. It's 9 p.m. Eastern on Friday, tomorrow. 9 p.m. Eastern. I added you to the group. You haven't gotten paired yet. So let me make sure. You know what? Let me check right now real quick. I'm gonna check now because I don't assume you accepted it yet. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link after this because I nobody accepted yet. So I'm assuming it hasn't showed up yet. Unfortunately, I can't again due to a church event. No problem, friend. Am I battling? You're you're going. Ideally, you're gonna go outside the agency. That's the goal. Outside, not inside. You're gonna go play with some other people. Now, here's the deal, Kim. Let me say this out loud because 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, we got an 8 o'clock group. That's Miss Diana and Miss Darlene, Unwritten Unstoppable. And then I think we have a couple newbies, Lisa and I think E-Nurse and Lisa, they're going to be battling together. Lisa Bailey. Okay, Kim, really quickly. The goal is this 9 o'clock group is going to be outside the agency. Sultry Nana, Coach Jesse, you're not going to be paired with somebody. Yes, you're scheduled for 9. You guys got to accept. Nobody accepted yet. So I'm going to send you guys the link. I put you guys in a group chat. So I'm going to send that. I'm going to do that as soon as I get off. So go in, copy, paste, accept. If you didn't get a system notification, I'm assuming you didn't because it's been irregular with sending those out. So I'm going to send you guys the link to accept. Um, Here's the deal. If your person is a no-show, that's the problem with going outside the agency. People are shady. People don't show up. So the recommendation is to send them. Thank you so much for the crystal pearl. The recommendation is to send them um, a reminder to say, hey, we're paired together. We're gonna do it. Hey, can't wait. So we'll see. If they don't show, if it's a no-show, just click in the co-host. And so Kim, you're like, what are you talking about? I know you're gonna be like, what is that? But in the co-host area, that's the infinity ring, the interlocking rings. When you're live, you see the little infinity symbol. Click that infinity symbol. It's in the lower left corner. And then at the top of it, if I click it right now for myself, it says actually, make new friends with quick invites. You can click that button to do quick invites. And I would say do a random that way. See if that works. You can also scroll down and see if there's anybody you know that's going live. And then you can scroll further and there's some suggestions there. So again, just do a random. That's what I'm trying to say. So if your person's a no-show, do a random. We need a sign up for viewers gifted for battles outside the agency. We need to sign up for viewers gifters for battles outside. That's a statement or is that a question? They may not show up when they see your league is higher than theirs. That's true. I'm trying, when I pair you guys, I try to pair you guys with people who have a lot more followers. So that's part of it, but I can't see their league. But uh, but I can base it on followers. If anyone needs help with roses, there we go. Coach Chantel can help with power ups. Let her know if you need to get some power ups. Read my previous comment. Hold on one second. You got filtered for that one. That comment got filtered. Hold on one second, Nika. I don't know if your other comment got filtered. Let's see. We need coordinated battles outside the agencies, so we show up in force to create a name. Okay, I like that. We need to sign up for viewers, gifters for battles outside the agency. I like that, Nika. We getting there. we gonna get there. I know. I 100% agree with you, and we do. We need to be kind of a force. I totally agree with that. We need to get used to battling first, though. We need to get used to battling. Read my okay. So I got it. Um, I'm assuming you have a skills in support, and they may not have. Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, so that is true. That's true. I think some of it may be that they take a look and they're like, no, no thanks. I think some of it is people just don't follow through. And so it really is, something where we just got to be aware that not everybody's going to show up. Okay. So let me know um, if there's any questions. So, Kim, you're connected with Coach Chantel. I appreciate that. Thank you, Diana, for sharing the line. I think we are there. Show up and give, but we are spreading to them. We need to coordinate. Yeah. So I know we're talking about that. Hello, Cleopatra. You got filtered. So there's a lot of not nice things going on TikTok fooling around. Also, there is group coming up, group 7 coming up. I'm not sure, Cleopatra. What happened, friend? There is that. You to your point. Yeah, you gotta be careful about where you go and who you're hanging with. Yeah, so or who rooms you're going to. So I would agree with that. How you doing, the crafty Gen Xer? Thank you so much, Leanne. Thank you for the likes. All right, friends. I'm going to send the information for the battles. Kim, Sultanana, Coach Jesse, anybody else. If you want to send me a chat real quick, if you want me to sign you up for 9 p.m. and do a battle tomorrow, let me know. So let me know. I saw a really good battle with earlier this week. I've learned some strategy. Perfect. I love that. If you need to do a random battle to get power ups, get connected with Coach Chantel and I believe Leanne, they both kind of volunteered themselves to be supporters like that. So if you do need to get power ups, you got some people who could do a quick friendly battle, make sure you win. Okay. And you can get power ups that way. Okay. So let me know. Thank you all. Appreciate your friends. Let me know if there is any questions. I'm going to be sending stuff out. I'm going to be sending stuff out shortly so you guys can have that, the people in the group chat. I can help tomorrow and also with Rose Battle. Coach Rhonda says she can also help. Leanne did a thumbs up. Um, so these are quick friendlies. And then Tanika Grace Point, I know I am Yolanda. She's gonna put something in the school to start a conversation surrounding doing um, a battle team. Okay. And so battle team for making sure people who are trying to battle are working together to get power ups. Also, maybe even to the point where we have support for each of those battles as well. So we're always in the room and we're supporting each other. So that's like the makings, because the viewers and the gifters is what Nika was talking about. But that's the making of a battle team. Not everybody has to participate in battles. Not everybody has to attend them, view them. It really is up to you. So I don't want you guys to feel like it's something you gotta do. But if you want to be a part of it, you're welcome to participate. Okay? They came on FYP saying that they chose me, and I said nothing, but they keep on um, coming to the morning, to your morning lives. Yeah, Cleopatra, this particular account isn't with the agency. Are you going live on this account? I don't see it when you go live. So if you're going live on this account, I don't have a chance to pop in on you because I don't see it. But if you do the other account, I can. I'd like to connect with you for help with power ups. Okay. You'd like to connect with me for help with getting power ups? Sure. I was about to say, like, um, you want a battle? Is that what you're saying, Nourish? You're saying you want a battle, or you want to be someone who supports by giving power ups for people? I want to go my other account too today. Okay, perfect, perfect. Yes. I don't know what the yes was for, but one of them. You said yes to. You said yes. someone who gives someone who gives power ups. Okay, gotcha. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Um who okay. I think I got it. I think it. All right. So yeah, so let's wait until we get I am Yolanda. You'll probably attend that meeting. So I would say attend that meeting. Let's get that coordinated. And I'm hoping we can get it scheduled for like next week. Okay? Or maybe we even use part of Sunday's time since many people in the room. We can use that for it. She was I am Yolanda was going to do a battle coordination meeting. We're going to try to do something on Zoom and just kind of coordinate ourselves a little bit more. Okay, so, um, and I assume we will all have the same settings to be able to play our opponent. Yes, you're supposed to have no audience control on, so turn it off. That's the main thing. Turn off your audience control. Yeah, so for battling, you turn it off. Don't schedule, if you schedule your live event, make sure you toggle the audience control off. Don't turn it on. So, because if you schedule as a live event, you're like, I'm battling at 9 o'clock, and you schedule the event, you sent it out, make sure when you set that up that you turned off the audience control. Okay? That's what I would tell you. So that, so let me know if that makes sense. Turn it off. Texting according to current pain level. Okay, friend. We'll connect when it hasn't been scheduled yet. I think we're gonna try to do it. I'll message her and see if there was a day and time. What day and time? Yeah. So I think in a perfect world, maybe we use some of the Zoom meeting to have that conversation if that's easier for everybody. But it just depends on who's there. When it hasn't been scheduled yet. Nika Grace, she has not scheduled it. We talked about it on what's today? Thursday. We met on Tuesday and we had a conversation on my 4 o'clock live about it. So I'm waiting for her to kind of put it out there. But let me check with her. You said I kept it on for the scavenger hunt. Okay, you kept it on for the scavenger hunt. That's fine. Those are your guests. So you're not co-hosting. Because we're not co-hosting, are we? No. We're not. We're not gonna be in your room. We're gonna be guests. So yeah, that's fine. If you co-host, then you have to make sure whoever. Okay, perfect. Yeah, co-hosting, you gotta have people matching. Yeah, we gotta all match. So yeah, if we're doing the battles, we're gonna not turn it on and do it that way. Can you have the same number of co-hosts as guests? No. I think the max co-host is four. Four people for co-hosting. Yeah. All right, my dear people. I appreciate you all. Let me know if there's any other questions. I'm from Florida. Where are you from? Thank you. Um, so let me know if there's any other questions. I appreciate you guys. I will be back at 4. And then, like I said, verbally here, I'm going to make at 5 o'clock, I'm going to turn on, and I'm going to try to come on time close to 4. But at 5 o'clock, I'm going to turn on my super fans only. So we'll do that conversation. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. I will see you guys later. Make sure you collect any points that you might have left behind so we can all get our points. And I will be back at 4 o'clock. Okay? All right. Take care. Thank you for the likes. All right, friends. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you all for watching. You all are awesome. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate everybody stopping through. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get to talking and chatting at 4 o'clock again. So come back and support a girl. And let me know if there's other questions. All right. Take care. Bye bye. Oh, there were more people coming in. Why? Hi, friends. I was about to leave. But thank you. Make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe and click the bell to get notifications of when I go live and I post content. Okay? So I will be back at 4 o'clock. I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much.